So most of my concerns have to do with being put in a situation where I don't know the best way to respond. Um, as much as I'd like to be well prepared and anticipate any kind of circumstance I might find myself in, the reality is there's no substitute for experience. And so there are going to be times when I really don't know the best way to react to a situation. Um, but hopefully, after I go through all these, I get put in all these different situations, and maybe I don't have the best response, so I can go home and reflect on it. I could talk to my peers, maybe talk to some mentors, and then next time I'm in that same situation, I'll have a better way of responding. Um, and these concerns, they vary. I have concerns about dealing with difficult parents, about dealing with students that maybe aren't understanding the curriculum, or students that have no desire to be there, aren't even trying to understand the curriculum. I have some concerns about my own level of comfort being in front of a class of 30 students. And again, I think that will get easier with experience, with practice. And then I also have some concerns about the workload. If I'm going to be a high school English teacher and I have 180 students and they all have a 5-page essay due on the same day, that's 185-page essays that I'll have to read through and correct. And, I want to be thorough. I want to do a good job. So that kind of seems like a daunting task. And then regarding answers, I mean, I might not have specific answers to specific questions, but just kind of things I learned in this course that I didn't know before. I didn't really appreciate the level of complexity and nuance that comes with teaching, which I think is a good thing. I think it's great that we don't just have, one way of doing things and then hope all 30 students figure it out or understand. I think it's good to have different approaches for different students, understand their strengths and weaknesses, and teach them accordingly. I also appreciated the whole SEL unit. I thought it was good that educators are, we're not just trying to get them to the students to memorize dates so they can pass a history test, or learn how to graph a hyperbola so they can pass their algebra test, but we actually want them to be critically thinking. We want to cultivate empathetic behavior and responsible, accountable behavior. And so I think that is a very noble task, and I'm glad that that's being taught to us as future educators.